We are in the house this morning. How's everybody doing? Today's topic, are you covered? This is Insurance 101. And my topic is who gets the bill? Because guess what? When a crisis occurs, somebody is getting the bill. And I'm going to tell you something. You do not want it to be you. Am I right about that? Who wants to be getting a bill? I mean, I'll tell you truly, I got frustrated over something that happened recently, and guess what? Wasn't even my fault. We've got a slight bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me just a moment. Don't like what just happened here. Looks like we're having some difficulty getting our folks connected this morning. And that is that, well, it's telling me we're ending our live video. So I'm going to ask you to do something that I really didn't expect to have happen. And that is that we've got to start this thing all over again. I'm so disappointed with that, but I don't want anybody to miss out on this information. So if you'll bear with me, that would be greatly appreciated. We're going to make that live come together one more time for our audience, for our entire FB family. So let me hit that right up right quick. And we're saying here, are you covered? And this is Insurance 101. So with that being said, let's see if we can make that go live one more time. So bear with me. All righty, folks, here we go. We're back. It is good to have you. I know it means it's going to be a little bit more challenging to reach everybody because I didn't hit all the invites, but listen, find me. That's what I can say. Find me because the show has to go on. With that being said, again, this morning's topic is, are you covered? This is Insurance 101. And it is the month of June. Yay! Okay, so with that being said, here's what I'm going to ask everybody to do and say, great morning. We got Robin Tennille on board. Robin Tennille, by the way, is our wealth warrior. We've had an upgrade. She is our wealth warrior platinum ambassador, and I am delighted to see her. I'll tell you what, this woman follows me. She will find me anywhere, and I am so proud of her. Great morning, Robin Tennille. And you are certainly welcome to invite everybody and anybody you know onto the broadcast. With that being said, here's what I'm going to ask all of us to do, is to pick up your cell phone and hit the share button. If you are watching this broadcast right now this morning, I am asking you to share this information with everyone that you know, because this is important stuff. We must absolutely, phenomenally, we must cover ourselves. We must cover our assets. If we do not cover our assets, guess what? Somebody will cover them for us, and you may not like the results. Am I right or am I right? With that being said, I want to give shout outs. I want to share with you, had a phenomenal time yesterday at Boston Speaks Series with Kit Pang. Oh my word, that is an entrepreneur's dream. People go there knowing that we're going to hear great content. And yesterday it was all about the marketing. And it was about the networking and connections. Awesome. I want to give thank yous to my tribe who came with me, supported me. I am so appreciative. Juanita Grant, thank you for being there. Amanda Bruin, thank you for being there. Corey Vivicencia, thank you for being there. Nika, thank you for being there. Albertha Bogan, thank you for being there. Nancy Lewis Hill, thank you for being there. It was a phenomenal event. I appreciate the ladies for coming out and supporting me at that event and supporting Kit Pang. Really appreciate that. Again, shout out to Kit Pang. And also shout out to Catherine Storing. Really appreciated her. She reached out, she touched me, and I am really grateful and appreciative of that. I also have to give a thank you and a shout out to the Team Glam and Go for the complimentary manicure they gave me. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, ladies, very much. Oh my goodness. With that being said, There were a number of people that I met there yesterday, phenomenal people. And that's what I'm talking about, making the connections. I want to tell you, I got a stack of cards to process. That's right. We process our business cards. That's what I talk about, is making sure we get back in contact with the people that made contact with us. I want to give a shout out to Ikram Mushad, who I love the fact that always there on Saturday mornings, there with me on Thursday evenings. Really appreciate you being with us. And again, Robin Tennille, thank you for feeding the feed. Okay, with that being said, let me share with you, we had a very interesting trophy rise and shine trophy people fighting for that trophy. Let's put it that way. So we had a great rise and shine. We got folks that want bragging rights. I got to tell you, it was a mad heat with Kelly McGovern and also Lula Christopher. So I am going to call that a tie and share with you a little bit about them. Kelly McGovern is the owner of Kelly McGovern Realty Concierge. She provides concierge real estate services. I have a long history with her. If you are looking for somebody in the tribe, because guess what? In our Wealth Warrior community, we support the community. You need real estate services. This woman is a person that you want to get in contact with. She's in the tribe. With that being said, Kelly, thumbs up. You got bragging rights. Lula Christopher, oh my goodness, this woman is an activist personified. She cares about her community and she shows it on a constant basis. Go up to her feed, see what she cares about. Lula, thumbs up, Nala, you got bragging rights. Guess what? We now say those were domestic bragging rights because we got international going on. I want to give a thumbs up and bragging rights to Rabi S. Abukar. You've heard me mention her name often. She is from Nigeria. She is the general manager at Roz Enterprise. She is also a professional network marketer. So, my darling, thumbs up. We got international and domestic bragging rights going on. I want to say congratulations to all of you. Now we have a sponsor. And in fact, got to take a sip. We have a sponsor for this morning's show. And that sponsor is from TLC, Total Life Changes. The name of the company is Let's Talk Good Health. Again, featuring TLC products. This is tea that actually causes you to shed weight. You can either make it yourself or you can buy it in an instant. We said that we're now going to have sponsors on the broadcast, and sponsors, we want to make sure that you know that we will show your products. This product right here is if you are looking to shed weight, you can take the tea, which I'm going to be drinking throughout the broadcast, and also the drops. I am down 20 pounds and I've got 20 to go. When you see me at E3 Power Up, the award-winning women's conference on September 30th, you're going to see an even more svelte individual. I'm down 20 to go, and I never want to be north of those numbers again. And with the tea, I won't be. You literally can shed 5 pounds in 5 days. If you want that tea, you need to let me know right now. You can go to www.tlc.com/Let's Talk Good Health and order your tea ASAP. So that is our sponsor. We have made the shout outs. We have given the early rise of bragging rights. We have given you our sponsor for today's show. One final thing that we need for you to do again is pick up the phone. The phone is in your hand. Imagine this is my phone in my hand, and hit the share button and let other people know what's going on. Let them know that you are here. You are up, rising and shining for the information that I have to share with you this morning. I am hoping to see folks on the broadcast. I'm hoping to see Ava Ferguson on the broadcast. So I'm just giving the names right quick so we can thumb and get them on board. Juanita Grant, we want to get you on board. Amanda Bruin, Corey, all of you that were with me yesterday, get on the broadcast. This is great information. We want to make sure that you've got it. So we are talking about covering your assets in a matter of speaking, but really what this is insurance 101. Now, I've got to give the disclaimer. An insurance professional. However, there are insurance professionals within our Wealth Warrior community. So go up to the page, go up to our Facebook page and look for our professionals, because insurance professional service. So with that being said, again, not an insurance broker, not an attorney, not a financial planner, not a tax preparer. What I am is a global entrepreneur who has been in business for 20 years as an entrepreneur. I have had the highs and I've also had some lows. And from those, I'm giving you true and real life experience. Every topic that we talk about on this broadcast is critical mass for all of us who want to create wealth, want financial independence, want to be able to leave a legacy for the next generation. Being said, what is insurance? In its most basic form, insurance is about spreading risk. It's about spreading risk, about the fact that you do not want to have to absorb all the loss. If you're going to have to absorb loss, you certainly want somebody else absorbing that with you, yes? And that's what insurance does. I like to call it the belt, the suspenders, the belt and the suspenders to your life. And there is a multiplicity of insurance. Today, we're talking about insurance for our businesses, because we know there's car insurance, there's life insurance, there's all kinds of insurances, but I want to hone this down into the insurances for our businesses. Today, we are going to do an overview of insurance that we want to consider. And then I'm going to break it down and highlight the 3 most pivotal insurances that you and I as business owners want to have. So that's what's going to be happening for us today. Now, before we get underway, oh my goodness, I just gotta say this. Robin Tennille, thank you so much. She says, yes, I want to shed some pounds. I am going to go up. She says, I am going to be purchasing some IASO tea today. Thank you, Robin. Some IASO tea today. So sponsors, it works. I just want to let you know that. Thank you, Ms. Robin Tennille. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the belt and suspenders, and that is insurance 101. Now, much is contingent upon the type of business that you have. So if you're in a network marketing business, there is a great possibility that your company already has you covered. However, this is your business. Whether you are in network marketing, whether you are a small business owner, whether you're an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, business, our business, your business, my business. And I'm going to share something with you. I am not relying to cover me. I've got to know what I need to know so that I can cover myself. Because what happens if something goes wrong with the company that I might be an independent contractor for? What happens if a vendor doesn't deliver the services that I have contracted with a client? What happens if I have a home-based business and somebody slips and falls down my stairs? Am I covered? Have I spread the risk? Is somebody else absorbing some of this so I only have to pay out a small amount? Who has got my back? Who has got your back? I want to share something with you, a short story. I, at one time, had all of my business in my home. Today, I have a home-based office. I also have an office that I drive to in the mornings. And at this time, I had a strictly home-based business. That's 100% of me that's having to deal with everything. And it was a consulting firm. And I was walking a client out of my house. There were only 3 steps for her to go down. And she and I are having this conversation, and she says, wow, you know what? I would just like to I would just like to stub my toe on somebody's stairs and sue them. I'm sorry, what did you say? I would like to stub my toe on somebody's property and sue them. I want to share with you that I ran back into my home. My assistant, I told her, never book that woman to come to my house, my office, because this is a person that's already telling me that that's what they intend to do. They intend to sue somebody. And let me share this with you. There are no friends and family in business. Let me say this again. Let's hashtag, Robin, please hashtag that. There are no friends and family in business. What I mean by that is you would be surprised. You'd be surprised that family will sue you also. Yeah. So it is imperative for you and I to make sure that we are totally covered when it comes to business. And when it comes to, a lot of times people go, oh man, I don't want to have to. Let me tell you something. Insurance will be one of the best things that you can pay for. Because when somebody on Mother's Day morning hits you, as what happened to me in May, you want to make sure that your base is covered. And it wasn't even my fault. In the state of Massachusetts, you can stop at the stop sign. You can be sitting there for 5 minutes. I mean, clocking 5 minutes. Pull out onto the cross street, and somebody driving like a lunatic comes down and hits you. And in the state of Massachusetts, it's still your fault. So that's what I mean when I say insurance is a protectorate. It costs. It's the cost of doing business, ladies and gentlemen. It is a belt and suspenders activity. So everybody, take your left hand. I want you to put it on your waist, and I want you to pull that belt across. I want you to pull it from right to left. I want you to take both hands, and I want you to pull down the suspenders, because we need both. Are we clear? Excellent. Let me take a moment to say, welcome, 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 Fred. It is great to have you with us in the feed. Thank you for finding us this morning, especially since we had some technical difficulty. We do appreciate the fact that you're watching and you're with us this morning. Want to give shout outs to everybody that is viewing us this morning and say thank you for being on the broadcast. I hope by now you've gotten at least one nugget. Hashtag insurance. Hashtag I need insurance. Hashtag business insurance. Hashtag find it in the family. Find it in our community. With that being said, I want to again reiterate, hit the share button so that we're looking for at least 100 views today. Every week, I'm looking for that 100+ views. And then we're going to grow it to 200 views. And we are going to grow it to the point where we sweep across Facebook. And let's take a station break for some announcements. This Thursday, mark your calendar, this Thursday, I will have Open Office Q&A. It's called Open Office Q&A with Brent Harding on Thursday evening. It starts at 7 p.m. From 7 to 7:30, I will be taking your questions live and on the air. You are also welcome to send me those questions if you choose to. You can send those questions in advance. Inbox me, Brent Harding, and I'll answer those questions on the air. I only say your first name and the letter of your last name so that you can stay anonymous if you want to, or you can say, hey, everybody's got that question. I'm going to put it out on I'm going to put it out in the feed and let everybody hear the answer, and I'm willing to own my question. Also, on June 20th, VIP tickets expect to be sold out for E3 Power Up. So we are saying to you, you want your ticket, you want to be a VIP to the E3 Power Up award-winning women's conference on September 30th. You want to get your tickets ASAP. Go up to Eventbrite, or you can go into the Facebook feed. You can go into either E3 Power Up, and you'll find the icon for that. You'll see a picture of myself and Dr. Letitia Wright, who will be here in Boston for the event. Or you can go on to the Wealth Warrior broadcast. So I'm giving you three options: Wealth Warriors, E3 Power Up, that Facebook page, or you can go direct to Eventbrite. Whichever way you go, know that we've only got 25 tickets left when it comes to the VIPs. And I'm going to tell you, for everything that you're going to get, you want to be a VIP for this event. With that being said, the third Saturday of the month is E3 Power Up updates, and Pamela Jones, who is our media. She is our media. I'm sorry, I said Pamela Jones. Boy, did I have a brain burp. Pamela Stone. Pamela Stone, who is our co-host. She is our reporter on E3 Power Up. She's also our media ambassador. Will be joined by our Wealth Warrior Platinum Ambassador, Robin Tennille, and the three of us will be giving you the updates and the happenings for E3 Power Up. Have applications available. We're looking for 5 more Wealth Warrior ambassadors. In other words, we've expanded the ambassador to a program that is literally a year long. You have an opportunity to hang out with us for a year. One of the benefits, of course, is participating in E3 Power Up. But we are looking for Wealth Warrior ambassadors who we will be connecting every month. We will have exciting things. You will grow your tribe. You will grow your own personal business, your own personal development transformation as you participate with us as a Wealth Warrior ambassador. If you are interested and want to be a part of that, we are looking for 5, only 5. You want to inbox me and say, I want to be a WW ambassador. We want you to be one too. We have an application process. We're looking for those 5 very special individuals. And guess what? We want women. Fellas, we're not negating you. We're not negating you. So if you want to be an applicant, we'd like to have you there as well. I want to share with you to keep up with us on the Wealth Warrior Group broadcast page. Keep up with us on Facebook on the Wealth Warrior page. Keep up with us on Facebook for E3 Power Up. So we have an E3 Power Up page specifically for that event. We have the Wealth Warrior community page, which is Wealth Warrior Group. Keep up with us on that. And if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, it is Brent S. Harding. And I've covered all of our announcements. So let's get back to the broadcast. Oh my goodness. A sip of tea. I want to share something with you. This Iaso tea is wonderful. It helps you to cleanse out your body, detox your tissues, and it helps you to have proper digestion. You can put some cucumber in there. You could put some lemon in there. So it has the essence of those. It's not going to change the effect of the tea, and it is delicious. I like it. I drink it. So with that being said, let's talk about an insurance that I cannot emphasize enough to you that makes an incredible amount of sense. It's called professional liability insurance. Now, I grant you that in some instances, you're going to say, hey, Brent, that's like an overlapping. Yeah, because you know what I'm doing? I'm spreading out the risk. Spreading out the risk. And so let's take an example. You are in the travel industry, and you have actually put together a package for your customer. And something were to happen. It was inclement weather. It was bad weather. And as a result of that, the client says to you, well, hey, you know what? I couldn't go on my trip, and I'm suing you because I put out $25,000 for this trip, going to wherever they're going to. It was a cruise. It was the ultra for them. And they missed out on one thing. They chose not to purchase insurance. They chose not to purchase trip insurance. 5,000 after you too. And they decide that they want to sue you for the $25,000. Now, it wasn't your fault that they didn't purchase trip insurance. It wasn't your fault that the cruise ship had a problem. It wasn't your fault that there was inclement weather because you took off from the New England area and you wanted to take off from New England. We had a snowstorm. You couldn't make the flight. You couldn't get out of the airport. You missed your trip. And now you want to sue the travel agent. Well, here's the deal. You're an independent contractor. So you're an independent contractor for a travel company. You have X amount of insurance through them. However, it's not going to necessarily cover you in this instance. Professional liability insurance that is defined for your company, that is focused on your company, on the type of industry that you're in. So you've been specific. You've gotten professional liability insurance for the travel industry, is something you're going to need to defer back to. You're going to want to make sure your policy includes issues such as, because the reality is you may not have gotten a sign off from that person that says, I'm electing not to take insurance because insurance costs them too much. And they decided not to take that insurance. They elected not to take that insurance. And now they're coming after you. You need to be covered. So you could actually have a document that they sign that says that they understand that if they elect not to take the insurances, and as a result of that, there is a possibility that if anything goes wrong, they are saddened out of. You could say that. You could have that document, but I'm going to share something with you. They signed it. You signed it. How many witnesses were there to that signature? Was it notarized? Rather than all of the drama, how about you make sure that you've got the right professional liability insurance to cover you? It's your business. It is important for you to have coverage. So it's a consulting business. You are writing up a business plan. You have written it up, and now that person is in execution mode. They're executing what you drafted up, what you wrote up. And they've done everything that you said. And somewhere along the line in their mind, they feel that this is a guarantee. That if I do everything you said here, it's a guarantee. I am going to make the revenue that these projections stated because I've done all that you said. I've done the marketing. I've done the sales. I've done all of those things. And it didn't deliver. I'm suing you. What are you going to do? There are no guarantees. That's obvious. You would think that that person knew that. But they've got to come after somebody. So I'm putting a shotgun out in the line. If you're in the line of fire, you're getting shot. It's probably not the best analogy. Please forgive me for that one. I am suing everybody. And it's like throwing mud up against the wall. I'm going to get paid some way, somehow. Here is an instance for your industry, for your profession. Is there an insurance that will cover you for the liabilities, for the possibility of a mistake? That's what we're talking about. Is there for any possibility of a mistake, I want to make sure that I am covered. Are you transporting clients from your home office to your non-home office? Do I need to be covered for that? Something that is simple can become larger. And this means that we need to think about what we're doing and how we're covered. And so I'm going to say to you, you want to have a very different conversation with your insurance professional now. Am I right about that? You've got to think through, and you've got to make sure that you've got the person that does that thinking, the person that stays up on the game, the person that specializes in entrepreneurship that is a insurance professional. You want to make sure that the person that you're dealing with understands the entrepreneur's mindset, understands the entrepreneurship as a profession. Small business owner, different from an entrepreneur. Generally, what makes the difference are the employees. Do I have employees? Do I not? And so, again, you want to make sure that you're dealing with someone who is that professional, somebody that understands small business, because you've got to be covered. It is an imperative. That's why we talk about insurance as part of your wealth strategy, as part of your wealth growth, as part of leaving it to the next generation. Just as we talked last month about trust, and trust as a mechanism, that's not the only mechanism, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the only one. Imperative. So I want you to look at insurance from a totally different perspective and realize and recognize that insurance is a powerful element and it's something that you want to have coverage for. Hashtag, I need insurance. Hashtag, I want insurance. Hashtag, spread the risk. Does that make sense? Did you get a nugget? Hit me with some thumbs up if you got some nuggets here this morning. Hit me with some thumbs up. Show me a little love. I need some hearts. I need some love. This is important stuff. It is part of your strategy. Now, there are multiplicities of insurance. Right now, we're talking about what's covering your business. How's that? With that being said, we're going to take a station break. And I want to share with everybody, want to be a part of the Wealth Warrior community? Want to be a wealth warrior? All you need to do is go up to our page, the Wealth Warrior group page on Facebook, and say, I want in. Ask to join into the community. We want you in our community. We are raising the awareness. Our goal is to get to 1,000 people in our community. And that 1,000 people will mushroom. We're looking to get to 1,000 to mushroom and do business within our community. I am doing business in my community. I am walking it like I talk it. I am connecting with people in the community. How did I meet Robin Tennille, who was our Wealth Warrior Platinum Ambassador? In the community. How did I meet Pamela Stone? In the community. These are folks that I've met as a result of our community and doing business with the folks, creating opportunities with the people that are in our community. So we have testimonies. So you want to be a part of that? All you have to do is go up to our Facebook page. I want in, join, and we will approve you. It's a private community. Today we're open to the public because we want the public to see us. We are a closed group, closes up after the show. And we're doing business with each other. People that came with me yesterday to Boston Speak Series were from the community. With that being said, exponential growth coaching. If you are in need, if you are looking for your business to grow, if you want to streamline and get answers to questions with due speed, if you want to see growth in your business, then guess what? Exponential growth coaching is an avenue that you want to give more than the usual consideration. I would like to talk with you about exponential growth coaching. You can inbox me, Brent Harding, or you can send me a text message at 617-438-7949. That's again, 617-438-7949. And all you have to do is say coach. And you and I will have a conversation. It's an interview. We're interviewing each other to see what type of services you need and how exponential growth coaching can raise your profile, can give you the leg up. With that being said, let's get back to the show. Are you covered? Who's getting the bill? Absolutely. Who is getting the bill for that slip and fall? Who is getting the bill because that client could not get to that cruise ship? Who is getting the bill because somebody did a test, ate some food at your table, your vendor table at an event? You had samples out. Somebody ate that. And then they ate that on Saturday. And on Monday, you're getting a call from their attorney. And their attorney is saying that they got food poisoned by the food that was sitting at your table. Who's paying the bill? Let me take a moment and say great morning, great morning, great morning. Joanne Mitchell, it's good to see you. I see the icon with me this morning. Appreciate that. Robin, thank you once again for letting us know how to join in. And I understand we have a multiplicity of people that are on here. We've got comments, at least 10 comments that are floating through the morning. Again, pick up the phone, please. Hit the share button and bring somebody else into this. We want 100 people at least that have viewed this morning's broadcast. We are live, and you will be able to see a replay later on today if you choose to. You may want to, because you might want to take notes then. I know a lot of times when I'm watching, I'm listening, and then I go back and I get out my journal and I take notes because I don't want to miss anything. Because when I'm writing something down, I might not hear. Sometimes the brain just cannot do the dual. We're asking the brain to do a little too much. The older we get, the more the brain says, hey, listen, take notes later. Okay, with that being said, about home-based business and our homeowners insurance policy. Please, I beg of you, do not be misled. The homeowners insurance policy, unless there is a rider for your business, is not going to cover that slip and fall incident that I spoke with you about. It is not going to cover things that are associated with that space that you call your business. So if your computer business, and goodness forbid this tea should ever hit those keys, guess what? Not covered. Can you say not covered? Because that's what it will be. If this is a declared space on your tax returns as your office space, and it has a computer, and it has a printer, and it might have a television, it might have a screen, whatever it has in there, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, check me on this. You ain't covered. So who gets the bill? You. Me gets the bill. Spread the risk. Sit down with your travel, right? Sit down with your insurance agent that covers your homeowner's policy and either get a rider to the policy, or you're going to need to get something else that covers your business. What is a rider? A rider is it's similar to an addendum. It's another policy that is affiliated with the main policy. So here's the main policy here, and you've got a rider that is attached to this policy that covers you for something that is outside of the primary policy. Primary policy, rider. So this is the mainstay. This is all the detail. Now you've gotten something attached to it to cover you for something that is specific. It is a specific policy. It's not a standalone. It's an affiliate to the main policy. That is going to be an imperative because many of us are part of the cottage-based industry. That's another word for home base. Cottage-based, home base, whatever it is that is associated with our business. It is an imperative that we cover our basis. And your homeowner's insurance policy may not cover that. You may need a rider. You've got equipment that you're transporting from point A to point B. It's in your trunk. It gets stolen. What policy covers that? Is it the homeowner's policy? Is it the vehicle policy, or is it another policy that specifically covers your equipment when it's in transport? See, we need to be breaking information down and thinking through. Take a look at your business day during this week. Track your week, track your movement, track who you're seeing, track where you're meeting them at. And at the end of the week, take a look at, what do I need to cover me? What liability do I have? What exposure do I have? Because that is going to be pivotal when you're sitting here thinking about the insurances. We may need, I'm going to suspect we need multiple insurance policies, multiple insurance coverage, not policies, coverage. You might end up with a bundle package that covers these specific things. So when you're sitting down with an agent, here's where you're smart. You're interviewing them now because you want to understand that they know what your business is about in terms of what you would want to be covering yourself for. That's pretty powerful, isn't it? Now you get to interview them. You get to have the questions that you're going to ask them so that they feed you back the information. Because see, remember this, what did I share with us at the start? We own this. It's our business. We can't defer it to anybody else. We can't say it's them. It's us. It's our business. Now I got to ask you something. Have you gotten some nuggets this morning? Hashtag I got nuggets. That's what I want to see. Hashtag, whether you do it in the feed or you do it on the Wealth Warrior page. Hashtag I got nuggets. Because I'm telling you, for us, so that we could have this conversation this morning. So I am emoting out complimentary. There is value in this. When we are broadcasting, we're bringing you information, and there is a value. It's not free because it costs. It costs you time. You got up this morning to be with me. And we had some early risers this morning. We have some people that got bragging rights this morning. That's right. So there is always a cost that's associated. I hope you got nuggets. We've been talking about belt and suspenders and belt and suspenders insurance. We're talking about covering ourselves. This is Insurance 101 because we don't want the bill. Now, notice this. I didn't say invoice. See, invoice is the insurance company sending you an invoice to pay your bill. I don't want somebody else's bill. Am I right or am I right? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about this morning. Spreading the risk. Now, there are various types. I've only mentioned professional liability insurance. There are various types of insurance. I've only talked about professional liability insurance. I am really big on that because it's cost effective. It is not an expensive insurance policy to have. You may be able to bundle everything, and typically when we bundle it, when an insurance company has all of your insurance or has a significant component for everything that they do, you end up getting a much better rate, and it's a bundle. Now, there may be insurance that you have to get outside of there. They just don't do that with whoever is your business insurance professional. Make sure that they understand, if you're an entrepreneur, that they get and they understand entrepreneurship. They understand the nuances. They understand the fact that you may be at home taking care of business, or you may go to an incubator space, you may go to an office space. They've got to understand that. Where is the risk? How much time? Remember when you get your insurance policy, they ask you, where is your vehicle going to be parked? Is your vehicle going to be used for business or for personal use? Because again, it's spreading the risk. And they want to make sure that you are paying the policy appropriately for the risk that they are going to take. Are you liking insurance a little bit more, or have I just totally ticked you off? As you're saying, Brent, you're causing me to put more money out of my pocket. No, I'm saving you from getting that bill that isn't yours. Invoice, yes. Bill, no. Are we good with that? I hope that we, in fact, are good with that. With that being said, to do is hit us with some recapping of today's broadcast. How about that? So we started the morning off by sharing with you that we are in Insurance 101 and what you can expect for the next 3 weeks. We are going to be talking about, we're going to be breaking insurance down. We're going to break that belt and suspenders down. We're going to break down the professional liability insurance. We're going to break down homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance for business. Okay, we're going to break down and give you the top 3 insurances that I strongly believe from a business perspective that you are going to want to investigate. I want to reiterate again that there's still a few more minutes during this recap. Share the broadcast with those that you know, because I'm giving them the short version of what those that were on for the long haul, heard this morning. So again, we hit the share button. I gave shout outs to everybody that was with me yesterday that came to the Boston Speak Series event, and also to Kit Pang for doing the awesome that he does. We talked, it was Marketing 101 yesterday. They went from 101 to 501 yesterday. It was awesome. We had the early risers. There were some early risers bragging that's going on this morning. Now we have domestic bragging rights and we have international bragging rights. So we acknowledge that Kelly McGovern, who runs Kelly McGovern Realty Concierge, she came in neck and neck with Lulu Christopher, who is a community activist, believes in community. I've known her for years, and I tell you what, you want somebody in your corner, that's the woman to get in contact with. Go up to her page, show her some love. And we had international bragging rights going on with none other than Rabi S. Abukar. She is the general manager at Roz Enterprises. She is also a professional network marketer. Good morning to you, my dear. So that was on the recap. We talked this morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to. TLC, we have the company that is sponsoring today's broadcast is Let's Talk Good Health. It featuring TLC products. You can go up to tlc.com / and then it is, we've got a couple of things. It's Let's Talk Good Health. You're able to get tea. Want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days? Drink some tea. Want to enhance it? Get resolution drops. I'm doing it. September 30th, you will see me 20 pounds svelte. Okay, so with that being said, close out our broadcast by sharing with you E3 Power Up is coming to Boston on September 30th. I am looking at a site that is going to, I mean, it's going to be a maze from start to finish. A lot of fun. We only have 25 VIP tickets remaining. VIPs, the VIPs are the bomb ditty. There is more going on for the VIPs, from front row seating to special swag bags that have special gifts in the swag bags. We are going to have we're going to have a laser coaching session with VIPs. You are also going to be a part of the evening set. There is going to be an evening set just for VIPs, advanced activities going on from investing to raising that profile, Facebooking. And when I say Facebooking, what I mean by that is you are going to learn how to crowdfund on Facebook, raise capital for your business. That's all for the VIPs. Only 25 tickets remaining on that. You want to go up to Eventbrite, look up E3 Power Up, get your tickets. You can also go to our Facebook page, get those tickets. You can go to the Wealth Warrior page. You will see the event displays, and all you have to do is hit the tab and get that ticket. So that is what is going on. That is E3 Power Up. You're going to hear me talking about that from now until September 30th, when we actually have that event going on. And for VIPs, by the way, we will have live interviews. That helps raise your profile in your business. Now, I want to share some final thoughts with you. Next week, we will again be talking about insurance, and it'll be not 101, it'll be 102. Open office Q&A happens every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I will be in my office at the Innovation Center, 7 p.m. to 7:30. I will be taking your questions live broadcast from 7:30 to 8:30. Guess what? You can schedule an appointment to come in and sit down with me, and we can talk about your business. I will give you suggestions and recommendations. This is complimentary. It is my give back to the community. I want to say also on June 20th, we expect all tickets to be sold out for VIPs for E3 Power Up. So you want to get your tickets ASAP for September 30th. Want to share with you that the third Saturday of this month, ambassadors Pamela Stone co-host broadcast for E3 Power Up will be with us. Also, want to share with you that our Wealth Warrior Platinum, the only platinum ambassador for Wealth Warriors, will also be with me, and we'll be talking about all the updates, showing you all the features, naming some of the sponsors that are going to be a part of E3 Power Up. It is going to be an exciting show. We have applications. We're looking for Wealth Warrior ambassadors who want to participate in a year-long program that gives you visibility, that makes you a part of what's happening throughout the Wealth Warrior world. You get to come with us when we trek and go to different events. We will be connecting every month, and you get to wear the red sneakers. We are looking for 5 ambassadors. If you want an application, then inbox me, Brent Harding, so that I can get you that application. Keep up with us keep up with the Wealth Warriors on Facebook, both on our Wealth Warrior page, as well as the E3 Power Up page. And you can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Brent S. Harding. With that being said, I do believe we have covered everything today. It has been an exciting show. We have had some challenges and we've overcome them. Hey, Jackie Georges, hi. I want to acknowledge everybody, Jackie Georges. I want to acknowledge everybody, Joanne Mitchell. I want to acknowledge Robin Tennille for having fed us in our feed. I want to say thank you to Let's Have Good Health and the IASO Tea. And I want to say we will see you next week. In the meantime, I want you to go out, ready for this, and be extraordinary. We'll see you next week. Have a good, fantastic remainder of the weekend.